Hey, my name is PolishLynx, and we are continuing with Sakura MMO 3. Let's see what's going on. Oh, me lady, it's terrible! Never? What in the world is going on? Another boat! It came up behind us and I didn't see it until it was too late! Another boat? Damn! Could it be? That's right! They're firing at us! We're under attack for pirates! Oh, yes! Bring me some Francis Drake fate. I start onto the deck, never trailing alone behind me. More loud blasts ring through the air. My boat rocks precariously in the water, threatening to capsize at any moment. I don't think we're in any immediate danger as yet. It is a large, sturdy vessel, and I can hold it steady with my magic, but I'd like to put an end to this bombardment as soon as possible. Viola, Sakura it's going down! I know, never told me about it already, and even if she hadn't, I would have been able to deduce that for myself. She said we are under attack by pirates? Indeed, we are. Take a look. What am I looking? Oh, Ellery gestures towards the horizon. I follow the direction of her finger. They're a few feet away in the ocean. It's a wooden ship of similar size to ours, perhaps a touch larger. Its mast is black, decorated with white skull and crossbones, how original. And each deck is lined with open cannons, ready to fire. For the enemy vessel is rather far away, I can practically smell the gunpowder in the air. When did you first notice those pirates? How long have been firing at us? I spotted them a few minutes ago. They seemed to appear out somewhere, and then, as soon as they saw us, they started firing. They were foolish! They had no idea who they picked the fight with! I will never forgive them for trying to harm my mistress! I will smite them with my magic, and I will send them out to the bottom of the ocean, where their skin can rot, and their eyes will be eaten by. They're firing again! Duck! Another blast splits through the air. A bevy of heavy laden cannonballs come careening towards us, but none of them are able to make contact. Nev and I are ready, and we both throw up our hands. Magical energy starts from our fingertips, forming a protective barrier around our vessel. Not even the cannonballs can penetrate our magic shield. The heavy projectiles fall instead of the ocean. They break the surface of the water, spraying salty droplets everywhere. How dare they! If they harm me, lady, I'll kill every last one of those wretched pirates. I'll make them rue the day they tried to cross us. Now, let's not get carried away! If we lose our heads, we'll only give the pirates more chance to attack. I know the lady, but... oh, how could they do this to us? With nothing to warrant this. Maybe not, but this is what pirates do, you know. In fact, I think this is kinda cool. Cool? How in the world is this cool? I agree with Nev. We need to take this more seriously, Fion. We might be in real danger here. Sorry. I'm not happy we're being attacked by pirates, of course I'm not. You could have fooled me. But don't you think pirates are awesome? Awesome? That's right! They're thieves like me, but they operate on total different scale. They have these huge boats, and they steal whatever they want, and they strike fear into everybody's hearts! When I was a kid, I always dreamed about being a super cool, fearless pirate captain with a whole crew ready to do my evil bidding. Always on the run from the law, living life on the high class, committing all the crimes you want. It sounds like so much fun! I think it sounds like a thoroughly immoral, decadent way of conducting oneself. That's right. Pirates really are unforgivable, especially those who seek to hurt my mistress. But they ain't trying to hurt Viola, they don't even know she's here. They're just going after us, because our ship is so fancy and we might have some decent treasure aboard. I'm trying to defend them, Viola. Is there something you're trying to tell me? If you wish to be sneaking, cowardly cutthroat, tell me so that I may strike you down right now. Alright, you two. Let's not fight among ourselves. We need to... But my words are cut off by yet another volley of cannon blasts. Never intercept the heavy projectiles with our magic once more.
Defending our boat against these barges is particularly difficult, especially given the cannonballs have such poor accuracy when fired from long distances, but if we focus on defense, we won't be able to strike back. What should we do? We could always flee, but Guardian's words echoed through my mind. She told me to find Crescent Island, and I knew there could the services of somebody familiar with the ocean. A sailor, perhaps. Or a pirate. Could the last member of our party be aboard that ship? If that's the case, then... Let's stop arguing. No matter what happens, we're a team. We have to work together if we want to overcome this threat.
I know, but Fiona is being impossible. Nobody with any real morals would revere a band of pirates. I don't revere them. I think they're cool. I'm kinda glad I got to see some real pirates, but I ain't gonna join their side. Oh my lord, and I'm gonna fight for her no matter what happens.
There, you see, don't jump to conclusions so hastily, never. Our real enemy is not Fion, but the savages in that boat over yonder. I look back at the pirate ship. I can see small, ant-sized people scattering around on deck. It looks like they are preparing another volley of cannon fire. That's one of the good things about naval warfare. It takes a while to load the cannons. That should give us enough time to think.
I wish there was something I could do. I can't find them where we're this far away.
Well, of course, that's it. We need to get close to them, then we can board their ship and take their captain hostage. That should stop them.
But if we get them closer, the force of the crowns will be even more devastating.
That doesn't matter. Nev and I can protect us. Our magic is powerful enough to fend off the attacks.
But you will exhaust yourselves. It will be much more practical if we avoid this fight. And run like a group of cowards. Never!
Running would hardly be cowardly in this situation. It's sensible. We need to focus on finding the Forbidden Library, and we can afford to engage in petty squabbles.
Petty! The authority of the mistress! Anything changed and you would call it petty? How dare you! I'm going to punish that crew for the hardship they're causing me, lady. I'll try something that made them all suffer. I wanna fight too! People can say they've got to do with bad pirates.
Good grief. Ellery sighs and shakes her head. I think this is a poor idea myself. If we're all set on hiding, I suppose we have no choice. Alright then. Ellery cries out to the pirate ship, her eyes narrowed with determination.
We accept your challenge. Let us see who the victor is.
Or something like that. Actually, this would be a good place to give the player a choice. Fight them or run away. And you run away, you don't get the navigator, and you fail the quest, something like that. But yeah, Ed and Fion have no magical powers, but they make themselves useful in other ways. Fion scampers up the mast and takes position in the crow's nest. She marks the position of the enemy vessel and shouts the instructions down to the deck. Ellery meanwhile takes the wheel of the boat. We creep closer and closer to our pursuers, the prow of our boat cutting through the waves, while Nev and I deflect the gunfire and that rains down upon us.
As if a bit of attack like that would be enough to stop us.
The cannonballs ricochet out of our shields, one by one. They are flung into the water with loud series of splashes. The whole while our boat slaloms through the water, it rocks to and fro, and Nev and I plant our feet against the wooden deck firmly in order to remain upright. Our boat zigzags through the water with stunning speed, guided by Fion's instructions and Ellery's expert fingers. We're starting to gain on the enemy ship. We can do it. I'm sure we can do it. We're going to take them on.
Alright, this is close I can get. If you want to engage in hand-to-hand combat, you'll have to jump across.
I appreciate Ellery's efforts. At long last, our boat is level with that of our enemies. Our decks are perfectly parallel, so close it will be foolhardy for them to fire their cannons now. We're so close I can see the individual faces of the pirates, who were small and ant-like when they first began their assault. The crew is comprised almost entirely of women! They have tan skin and dark hair, and they dress in tattered pants and shirts that reveal large sections of their midriffs. We found the treasure! The pirates trembling on deck are the small fry, I presume. But their captain is a different matter altogether. Oh boy! Yes! Let's go! I love the music. The captain stands at the head of the boat, a cutlass resting here. The warm sunshine glints off the side of her curved blade, and her streams behind her like a banner.
We're close enough to board. Let's take this skybox by storm! Their boats are fine, fancy looking design. Wouldn't be surprised if it's stuffed to the grills with gold. Let's take them for everything we got. We'll make them wish they'd never clapped eyes on the feared Captain Bonnie, scourge of the high asses.
Bonnie. So is that the captain's name?
We'll pledge their stars till there's not a single coin left. Let's go!
Aye aye, sorry.
Aye, Captain!
Grappling hooks go whistling through the air as the members of Bonnie's crew tether our decks together. Now it's no possible escape, not that I want to. I'm itching for a fight. Cool.
What are we going to do, Viola? We're going to board our boat.
Let them board. I'd like to see them try to best me.
But there's dozens of them, and only 4 of us.
4 is more than enough. We fought stronger fools before, remember? I'm ready for them.
Whoa! We're gonna take part in battle, or the battle of the sea, against pirates! They're so cool!
I think it would behove you to be a bit more cautious. And why should be cautious? Milady's right.
These girls are all pushovers, observe.
Never holds out one hand and says simply,
Burn!
Embers burst from the palms of her hands. They fly through the air, singing the unfortunate members of Bonnie's crew that are attempting to board our boat. The girls hiss in alarm and let go of their ropes. They fall into the thin slither ocean between our 2 deck strips with a series of splashes, and when they surface, their hair and clothes are damp.
What in the world was that?
I don't know what I tried to do now.
All of a sudden, dude, or like my flesh was on fire! It was that girl, was it? That they more likely might. We were defeated better like that. But look at her horn, she's not just a little girl. She couldn't be a Darkling! That's right, I'm a Darkling, and I possess powers you could never dream of.
Never smiles partly and drops any courtesy.
Did It was a pleasure to meet you. Hope you have a nice day.
Good job, Neve. I knew I could count on you.
Why, thank you, but of course, everything I do, I have to protect your honor, my lady. You can leave all these little guys to me. I'll make sweet work of them. And me! I want to cut some pirates down too!
Well, if you're determined to fight, I suppose I'll have to accompany you. It's too late to back down, so... Ellie draws her sword from her scabbard. For the sake of my honor, I'll fight until I fall.
Wow! How cool! You're super awesome, Ellery!
I'm not sure about that, but thank you. I used to be guard and it was mine to keep the peace in Motier. Though I'm guard no longer, I still have a knight's dignity, and I will not allow criminals to go unpunished. A pirate finally managed to steal the landing after avoiding the West fire spells, but Ellery rounds on them. Before the pirates can draw her cutlass, Ellery's hood makes contact with the girl's unprotected stomach. The pirate falls on the deck like a domino, her cutlass falls from the hand, clanging against the deck with a metallic tooth. Ellery stands over the girl, her eyes burning, and points the tip of her sword at the girl's throat.
Hey, wait! Don't hurt me! I haven't done anything wrong! Spare me! Oh, please spare me!
I'm sorry, but I'm not in the business with negotiating with thieves. Putting up with you is bad enough.
Hey! What'd you say, Ellery?
Nothing concern you. No, I'm sorry for not giving you a fight chance, but there's something I've learned these last months after sparring so often with Viola. Fighting is fair, and she who strikes first wins. Honor and dignity are important, yeah. But I'm not so vengeance and stand back and let you hit me first. Good night. Ellery swings the blade of the sword down. Oh, it's probably with the, with the parts that, what's the, god damn it. With the part that won't cut you and so on, What's, not hilt, I think. But you probably know what I mean. The defeated pirate, who must be in her early teens, whimpers and closes her eyes, waiting for the bite of Ellery's blade, but it doesn't come. Ellery, for all her talk, is far more restful than she appears. She was a guard in Motier, but it was her job to punish criminals with imprisonment. Not death. Ellery isn't a murderer. She's too soft-hearted for it. And so she doesn't slice the girl's head off. Instead, Ellery drives the smooth rounded hilt of her sword against the girl's chest. This motion for non-lethal is powerful enough to knock all the air out of the girl's body. The pirate gaps, her eyes bulging, and then crumbles. She must have fainted. That's one foot taken care of, but dozen more girls have come to take her place. They swoop through the air and land on our deck faster than Neve can shoot them down. One of these girls runs on Ellery's unprotected back, her cutlass glinting when...
Yowza! I don't think so! Hehe!
Fiona intercepts the blow with one of her blades. Get out the way!
Get out the way, you ridiculous! You're the brat trying to hurt her when she ain't looking in your direction. How cordially can you be? Taking much of a switch is hardly cordially, it's part way. Oh, we said so. I thought pirates were supposed to be honorable. Well, if you ain't gonna play nice, I ain't either.
Fiona stakes out her leg. The pirate girl stumbles, and Fiona pins her down to deck with two of her daggers.
Hey, how dare you? This no way to fight. It's how I fight. Now you sit there and reflect on your actions. That's what happens when you're trying to hurt my friend Ellery. Fiona, you're trying to protect me? Well, yeah, we're team members, ain't we? I know, but after everything I did to your sister in Montier, well, I didn't done it before. I've already forgiven you for that. But you, back then, I was your enemy. Maybe you weren't boss, but I have the mighty big heart to cope with these huge boobs. The past is in the past. We can't let it come between us.
That's right. The larger the boobs, the bigger the heart. That's a fact.
Now let's work together to round up these lousy pirates.
Unless they are fake. If they are fake, of course it's a lie, right? But yeah, in Fiona's case, we don't have to worry about it. It's all natural.
Right.
Fiona draws two more daggers from her belt while Ellery readies her sword. The two of them dance across the deck, parrying flows from all the pirates who have managed to board our visa. Metal clashes against metal, and sparks fly through the air.
Hey, get back here, little bug! No way! I'm not gonna let you catch me! And what can you do, huh? You're just a little girl. A little girl, do I? Hey, how funny! I'll show just what I'm capable of.
Great. Careful, Fiona. If you need our help, I'm here.
Thanks, Ari. Let's do this together.
Right. While Fiona let it fight, taking down scores of bears with their teamwork, Neve continues to blast many spells at the other pirates trying to board our boat. There smells of singed hair, burnt clothes, and salt. Fiona's blades cutting the pirate's girl's stomach, while Ellery's sword nicks her shoulder. Crimson blood splashes against the deck. My crew are careful to avoid inflicting mortal injuries, but it's hard work when we are fighting for our lives at such close quarters. If these pirates win, we'll never make it to the Crashan Island. We'll never find the Forbidden Library. We'll never be able to defeat Iona. That's why we have to win, no matter what, even if we need to spill blood or play dirty. It might not be fair. We're on the high seas now, and pirates aren't fair. The fate of the world matters more than being fair does. A group of pirates circle me. Despite Neve's best attempts to move them down, there are 4 or 5, now 6, girls all brandishing weapons.
Who's this lady? She's wearing some pretty fancy clothes. Do you think she's the captain? Don't know, but she looks like she's somebody important. I swear she's infamous. I wonder who she is. Who cares? The Brits got the high seas, no matter how rich they are. Her money is ours for taking. And her clothes! Let's beat her up and steal her jewels. We'll make her taste the humiliation she's with the rest of the crew. She can possibly take us all on.
Oh, are you sure about that? So these guys think they can best. How adorable. How cute! How utterly idiotic. I like us to admit of ambition, but you've set your sights too high. Now, repent and think about what you've done. Wind begins to swirl around me. It blows the girls back, starting them, and before I can regain their senses. Take this! Damn, she's sexy. Columns of fire burst around me in a perfect circle. The girls cry out in alarm. They jump backwards, trying to avoid my potent spell, and... Here! Take this! The trusty members of the crew appear at my side, handily dispatching all 6 of the silly girls who tried to fight me. The columns of fire encircling me slowly fade to nothing, like the gutting flames of so many candles. The fire, though hot enough to melt steel, hasn't caused any damage to the wooden deck of the ship, and why should it? It is magical fire after all. I look at the cramped bodies of Bonnie's crew. They are all unconscious, curled up on themselves like cats. I give one of them a nudge in the stomach with the heel of my boot. She murmurs something unintelligible, but doesn't wake up. I sigh. How boring. These girls were all pushovers. They have no training, no discipline. They're not so different from wild beasts, really. And they thought they had any hope of defeating me, Viola, the Dark Witch. How ridiculous. Ah, it's all so dull and predictable, it's enough to make me cry. I'll give something to cry about! A member of Bonnie's crew comes up behind me, her teeth clenched in anger, her fingers gripping a flintlock pistol. Her finger is poised on the trigger, ready to shoot, but I won't let her do that. Not so easily. A valiant effort, but... With a click of my fingers, a rope materializes from thin air. The rope winds around the girl, binding her feet together. She tethers, then falls. Her chin hits the deck, and she cries out in surprise pain. Blood bubbles around her lips, and trickles slowly down her chin. I think she must have bitten her tongue. The poor dear. I'm sure it hurt, but I don't care about that now. I glance across the deck of my boat. It's a scene of perfect chaos, elderly and fume, pending of waves of girls, who will capitulate before their powers. I've trained my crew well, and for we're lacking numbers, we more than make up for it in raw firepower. These pirates can't even scratch us. Oh well, these girls are nothing more than cannon fodder. I'm not interested in them. My real target would be Bonnie. I take one neat step to the right, just in time. The pirate captain's cutlass plunges harmlessly through the air, in the exact spot my head was just seconds before. If I can move, she would have cut me. Pah! The captain spits on the deck. So you noticed me, did you? And I was hoping to get in a sneak attack, but the girls kept you distracted. Sorry, but your girls aren't much of a distraction. I can tear through them as easily as tissue paper. Yeah, I noticed. Quite a little bunch, aren't they? Well, I figure as much. These girls don't have proper training. Some of them have never been on the boat before. Can you credit it? It's crying shame that I, the great Captain Body, should be reduced to shifting through the deck dregs of scraped together crew. But reputation precedes me. Then, I take you've made a name for yourselves across the sea sevens. Quite! I'm a famous woman in my own rights, you know. Famous, or infamous. Don't they know the same thing? Is that why you were unable to get together a decent crew, Captain? Do you have a history of getting girls killed over petty endeavors? My endeavors are never petty. Lounge and I got an innocent visa of the deed. You know, harm seems rather petty to me. Maybe you didn't do me no harm, but I have no doubts you would have if given the chance. You sound paranoid, Captain. Hardly, that's how it is on the high seas. It's better to take than be taken, and the one who fires the first shot has the highest chance of success. I was sure this boat belonged to a lady of means when I clapped my eyes on it, and I was right. Always am. Your clothes will fetch a pretty penny on the market. And those boots too, giant dragonhide, it looks like. Those shoes alone will make boarding your boat worth the hassle. I'm sure I'll find all kinds of precious gems and gold trinkets down the hold too. First, I'll be taking that nice dress of yours. I'll try not to get too bloody. Bonnie lunges forward, her cutlass flashing, her hair streaming behind her. Dang, she's cute. She's fast! Unlike the other members of the crew, whose movements were haphazard and splatdash, Bonnie doesn't waste a single second. Her motions are fluid, like those of a snake rearing back to strike. She's precise too, the point of her blade is aimed right at my neck. Now I see why she faced me with such easy arrogance despite her failed sneak attack. This is a woman who's used to winning. How much blood stains her hands? How many knives has she taken with that blade? How many boats has she boarded? And how many captains have been brought to their knees before her? She's impressive, but as it stands, there's no way she'll be able to win. Unfortunately for her. What? She's only a human. She's not a mage, she doesn't know any magic. Her footwork and her abilities with the blade are even better than others, but how could such a one ever hope to defeat me? It's not possible. Sorry, Bunny, but this time you picked a fight you can't win. Disappear, the air trembling where I once was, and mattress behind Bunny's back. It's no wonder she looks so shocked, anybody would be. Teleportation is a difficult skill for even the strongest mages to master. I'm rare in that I can shift my body through space at will. Well, not entirely. There are caveats. I can teleport across large distances, but I don't need to. This should be more than enough to turn the tide of the battle. Now I can strike. I raise my hand, dark flames appear in my palm. I want to aim my attack at the base of her skull. Strong enough to knock her out, but not strong enough to kill her. I can't let this captain die. Not when she may be my ticket to Crescent Island. I temper the strength of my spell accordingly, then unleash my power. This should be enough to immobilize her. It should be, but... Not so fast, you don't! Bonnie turns, she jumps backwards, avoiding my dark flames by a hair's breadth. If I'd put a little more power into my dark, this wouldn't have happened, but it's too late for regrets now. So you know some magic, do you? Impressive! Why, thank you, but you don't need to compliment me. I already know how powerful I am. Cocky little upstart, are you? You think you can defeat me? Quite easily. One looks at me for a glance, nonplussed before. Ha 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 ha! You don't beat around the bush, do you? You get straight to hard things, but I don't hide that. I'll concede, little miss, that you're stronger than I thought, for all your fancy clothes and your silky hair, but don't you think you'd run rings around me just yet? You're not used to the high seas like I am. You don't know your way around the boat. You're not accustomed to the sway of the deck beneath your legs, or the smell of the salt in the air. You don't know how pirates fight. That'll be damned if I let a novice like you get the better of me. I'd rather die than lose a girl like you. Can't die. I need your life. Oh, you need me. Is that so? It is. You're important to my plans. I see how it is. You need me, and that means you can't kill me. Unfortunately, I have no such complications. You just made my job a whole lot easier, little miss. Bonnie flies at me, her cutlass raised. She brings the blade down, and I deflect it, hastily made blade made of ice. Bonnie's cutlass shears through my ice dagger, shattering it into dozens of crystalline pieces, but that doesn't stop her from swinging again. I grit my teeth together, conjure more blades made of ice. Each time Bonnie brings her cutlass down, but she shatters all of them. I can protect myself well enough, but I'm not made for hand-to-hand combat. Fighting inelegantly like this, with sharp blades designed to draw blood, isn't my forte. I'd rather overwhelm my enemies with powerful magic, but... Take this! Bonnie, with her sheer speed, is actually managed to push me back. She drives onward, seemingly uncaring when blind ice shards cut her arms and cheeks. Her cutlass meets my makeshift blades over and over. She strikes and I parry. I aimed her eyes and she ducks. Bonnie charges and I loop about her before she can graze me with her blade. It's like a deadly, dangerous dance, but one of us will have to give in the end. Each of Bonnie's blows are designed to kill, whereas I simply want to immobilize her. She's putting more strength behind her grasp than I am. But she can afford to. It does better to Bonnie whether I live or die. She doesn't care about me, she only cares about the treasure she can steal from my corpse. I'm fond of pragmatic women, and the sheer brutality masked by her elegant bows is almost breathtaking, but I can't let her win. I won't. Just try my patience, Captain. As if I, the great dark witch Viola, would ever let myself be bested by a mere mortal like you. Viola! It's here that Bonnie poses, her brow furrows. I've heard of that name before, but you can't be! Believe whatever you want, it makes no difference to me. Whether you think I'm the fair dark witch or a young girl playing pretend, none of that will matter when you're bound on the floor and begging for mercy. Begging for mercy? That's quite a what magician you got there. I don't know if you're the dark witch or not, but I'll play break. It isn't my blood, I'm far too proud. Oh, you want to amuse me? How sad. It's truly upsetting. I suppose I'll have to force you. Big words for me, little girl. Bonnie dashes forward once more, her blade cut into the air, but I'm ready for her. I stamped the heel of my dragonhide boot against the wooden neck, and a flurry of flames shot up from the ground like a geyser. Bonnie swerves away from the fire before it can sink her, and aims her blow at my back, but I'm spatted dead. I'm more than prepared. I reach out with my palm, as for attempt to shake her hand. Bonnie's blade flies forth without mercy, ready to slice my hand clean down the middle. Bonnie's blade comes within an inch of my unprotected skin, but it doesn't reach me. It can't. That's because all of a sudden a powerful blast of ice emits from my palm. The ice consumes the point of Bonnie's cutlass. It creeps up her weapon, encasing the ice, and Bonnie's hand along with it. Huh? What? Bonnie tries to wrench her hand and her weapon free, but it's already too late. Her dominant arm now unbiased, I drive my knee into Bonnie's stomach. Hupsh! Ah! Bonnie doubles over, wincing. She staggers back, preparing to strike anew. But she's too slow. I'm not done yet. I dash forward, my fist raised, ready to punch her between the eyes. Bonnie brings her free hand up to block it, and that hand too is soon encased in a layer of ice. This is in the way I like to fight, but if Bonnie wants a physical confrontation, that's exactly what she will get. I will stop at nothing to bring this woman to her knees. She's the last piece of puzzle. I need to reach the underworld where the goddess sleeps, and I will make her mine! I may not be a pirate myself, but I'm not above playing dirty. If you want me to fight like a pirate, I will. I'm prepared to meet you head-on, but don't strike when you rise. You picked a fight with the wrong person. I hope you've learned your lesson. There are some fights not even you can win. Nice.
Hey, what's the back idea?
Bonnie struggles against the ropes, bending her, but he does look good. They hold tight on the LD.
Why'd you tie me up? Where's my crew? What's happening?
Do we really need to go through this? I yawn as for bored by her prattle, and press scan against my mouth. It should be obvious, Captain. We defeated you, and your light crew abandoned you. The moment they saw you fall.
No, that can't be. I wouldn't.
Well, I'm sorry to say that they have. Your boat has long since departed, with more than a few holes blasting into its hull. I might add. It seems you weren't all that popular with your crew after all.
Those backstabbing, good timing, no good wenches! They were the rottenest crew I'd ever known. Always kissing my ass when they wanted anything, then fleeing at the first sign of danger. You said they left with my boat.
That's right, we offered them a trade. Their captain for their freedom. You can see what they chose. After we defeated you so soundly, their morale dropped. Your crew sailed away before you gained cautiousness, and I doubt they'll be coming back to rescue you.
God damn it!
Bonnie's head hits the bed with a faint creak. She looks utterly exasperated, and I can't say blame her. For such a talented swordswoman, her crew were incredibly feckless and untrained.
So close to you.
Completely and utterly.
Damn it! I hardly remember having some blue.
Forgive me, I was a bit rough with you, but you were a most worthy weapon. I had to fight seriously. A little bit, like 10% of my power. Well, semi-seriously, for once.
But I still lost. I can't believe I was facing a girl like you. I bet you've never even been on a boat before. I bet you can tell you're rigging a bar from your rudder.
You're quite right. I've never been on a boat before.
Really? You're being serious?
Well, quite. One doesn't need to know anything about boats to hold their own fight.
Well, I give you that one. I guess you've got a good crew backing you then. Where are they?
Well, right here.
What do you mean here?
My whole crew is assembled in this room. There's only 4 of us.
Only 4?
Bonnie looks at the members of my party with no small amount of surprise on her face.
Now you've got to be pulling my leg. There's no way 4 little girls like you could ever steal a ship, not this far across the ocean. You should have capsized long before we ever found you.
Perhaps you're right, but we're rather resourceful.
So you're saying a group of 4 managed to best me and my whole crew?
Unlikely as it may seem, yes.
Holy stars! This has gotta be some kind of dream!
It isn't, but I could pinch you if you'd like. Stepping on you might be fun too.
No, these ropes are proof enough for me. Whoever tied them way too tight.
Bonnie squirms against her bendings once more. Of course, they don't budge.
You've gotta be some kind of sadist.
It's funny you would say that.
By the gods, you have a nasty personality, but your face is so pretty, it's like such a waste. I'd love to make a cute girl like you squeal.
My apologies, but you'll be the only one squealing here.
I'd like to see you try. So does it make me your prisoner? That's right, we picked you up nice and good, and now you belong to us! Really, folk, your crew were pathetic. I thought pirates were supposed to be brave, but they all ran off with the rails between their legs.
You're not being very ladylike, Fion. As the winners of the confrontation, you should be more humble.
Says you! You were more bloodthirsty than any of us! Who was the one talking to herself about slaughtering Bonnie whole crew and sending them to the depths of the ocean, huh? That was a long time ago. It was 10 minutes ago! Yeah, well. Now we have captured this snare too well. I see no reason why we should gloat about our victory. This captain don't hurt me, lady, and now she is in no position to do so. I have no reason to threaten her. For I cannot pretend to be pleased about her past actions. Still, we all learn from mistakes. And those that don't soon suffer the consequences. Yikes! You're kind of scary sometimes, never. Now, you pirate captain, apologize to my mistress for causing her so much grief. Apologize! Not on your life! Haven't I been degraded enough already? Oh no, there is far more degradation to come. We are just getting ready. I mean, started. now tell my mistress your story right this instant. And why should I? I might lost in a fight, and my crew is up and left me, and maybe I look foolish now.
Not maybe.
But I'm not a pathetic worm like you are, you filthy darkling.
Filthy? How dare you?
Oh, I dare right, I don't blow and scrape to darklings. Your red nose, your race is cursed. You had a blood of the evil goddess inside you. And to make matters worse, you capitulate to your so-called mistress like a serf. I have more self-respect in my little finger than you do in your whole body.
Oh, so you have self-respect, do you? I feel a sudden shift in the air, dance magic cloud, snap a crackling like a thunderstorm. Well, let's see how much self-respect you have when I pulled out your entrails. Neve steps forward, her eyes glowing with magical energy. It looks like this is getting nasty. I need to make Neve back down. Or do I? I instruct Neve to cut down. Try to console Neve. Second option! Please, Neve, don't fly off the handle. I know that woman said rather unpleasant things and you're well within your right to be angry, but rising the debate won't help any of us. She just wants to upset you, don't give her the satisfaction. No matter what she says, I know you're not a filthy darkling, you're a precious member of my crew, and I care about you.
Oh, my lady!
Neve blinks at me, her dark eyelashes trembling.
Thank you for being concerned about me, but I'm not angry on my own behalf. I've been called far worse than a filthy darkling in time. I've had all sorts of insults thrown at me, as well as sharp objects. I'm accustomed to being slighted. It no longer stings as it did in my childhood. But hearing this full part insult you is far too much. It boils my blood.
I'm glad you want to defend my honor, Neve, but there are more important things in life than that.
What? But that can be. You're the great dark witch Viola. Everybody should worship you, or else cover at your feet in fright. Hey! So what it is you said before wasn't dark, was it? You really are the dark witch Viola, huh? I thought you were pulling my leg, but you seem to have the darkling well and truly under your spell.
So, even pirates know who I am. Ha ha ha, I'm flattered.
Everyone else knows who you are. You've made quite a name for yourself. We all know you're a psychopath and tortures others for the hell of it. For it seems your darkling slave is even nuttier than you are. I'm not crazy. I'm not a slave. Sorry, Neve, but I've got a side rebellion on this one. You do sound like kinda crazy sometimes. I'm not crazy. I'm just a devoted servant. I think there's such thing as being too devoted.
That's right. I'm sure Viola captured this captain for a reason. She must have something she wants, or she wouldn't have spared her life. We need to have a proper discussion with her. Threats won't get us anywhere.
So you want me to get along with that woman?
As well as you can, yes.
But it's not possible. That woman. I hate her.
Neve slumps her foot against the floor, her lips pulled back in a snarl.
I hate how smug she is, and how arrogant, and how rude. She's a brute and a barbarian, and now we've captured her. She still refuses to show us any respect. I try to be civil with her. For 2 seconds. But she refused to apologize, if anything, she doubles down her insolence. I hate people who refuse to admit when they are wrong. They're utterly repugnant.
I have the tolerance for braggarts and boasters too, but we can't afford to lose our heads.
But
Edri's right. You need to try to calm down. Neve, this captain no matter how uncouth, it's important to our plans.
Shit! I am!
That's right, like Elri, so as totally deduced. If you weren't important, I wouldn't have better captured you. Unfortunately, you are.
So, what you mean? Want me for that? Is gold after Mr. Witch?
Gold? Yeah, I have more than enough gold. Why would I want more?
Ha! Don't try and play innocent with me. I'm a dangerous pirate. I want a criminal. There are ransoms for my head all over Asaph. Lots of people have tried to track me down for those sweet coins. That's why I fire first and ask questions after. Never.
Ask questions never. It's easier that way. I suppose it's a sensible policy, but I'm not after ransom, and I don't want to bring you to justice either. I couldn't care less about the law. Bum looks at me cursing.
Then if you don't want to see me punished and you don't want my money, why'd you capture me?
Because you have something I seek. This might be a long shot, but Do you know the way to Crescent Island?
Crescent Island?
Bonnie snorts incredulously.
Why'd you want to go there? Of all places, most people think it's nothing more than a fairy tale.
I don't particularly want to go there, but I have to, you see. There's a library on the island that contains all the knowledge in the world. I need to go there immediately, or Asaph will be doomed.
Oh, come off it. You can't be serious. That sounds like a raving of a mad woman. You dare to call my mistress mad? Watching anyone? What's with the word he's doing dances? It sounds like Nick Plot from Ballet Play.
I look down at Bonnie impassively, my arms folded. It seems you're having trouble accepting my story.
No kidding, it's crazy. You sure you weren't dropped on the head and bear, Miss Starkridge? How uncouth.
Well, I suppose I should expect that much. My story does sound crazy. If I were in Bonnie's shoes, I wouldn't take my word for it either. Fortunately, Bonnie doesn't need to take my word for it. It's fine if you don't believe me, but I'm in contact with somebody who may be able to change your mind.
And who's that then? A unicorn?
Unfortunately not. I couldn't find a unicorn on such short notice, but I think the witch Gardenia will be able to explain everything in a satisfactory way.
Gardenia!
Bonnie sits up a little straighter. She regards me with newfound interest, her eyes narrowed.
What do you know about Gardenia?
Only that she's part witch, trickster, and not a particularly nice person. But she's the one who entrusted me with the task of saving the world. And she's the one who told me I was need to an experienced naval navigator.
And when did she tell you that, huh? In your dreams?
No, we met her in a cottage in Roseberry Forest.
And how can you prove that, huh?
Quite simply, you're free to speak to her yourself if you want. I'm sure she'll be happy to converse with you, Captain. So saying, I draw the enchanted gemstone from my pocket and pressed against the palm of the Captain's hand. The one thing gem touches the Captain's skin, it begins to glow and hum with mystery power. The Captain opens her mouth, ready to resort, but...
Huh?
Her words falter. Her eyes roll back in her head. Her whole body begins to convulse. Her fingers wrap around the gemstone impulsively and I take a step back, watching as the cooler effects of Gardenia's power wash over my captain. I can't see inside Bonnie's head, I might be talented mage, but I'm not a good. But I can imagine what's happening. Right now Gardenia's mind is merging with Bonnie's. Gardenia can see everything Bonnie's seeing, and so can Bonnie in turn. Now, what exactly is Gardenia showing Bonnie? What is she doing? Knowing that witch is pretty stamping blood, that would explain why a strand of drool is beginning to drip down Bonnie's cheek. My crew watch on, their expressions weird. Varied, actually. Ed looks mildly disturbed, while Fiona is merely confused. Neve, who is beyond being petty, looks darkly amused.
Hey Viola! What's happening to Bonnie?
She's being educated.
Educated?
By whom? Why, by none other than Gardenia.
That witch? I can't imagine her educating anybody.
Eddie's face turns red, and I can't actually think about the first meeting with Gardenia, when that good-for-nothing witch poured a vial of foul-smelling fluid over a lady in the name of research. The potion in the vial was supposed to turn people invisible, but all it did was melt Eddie's clothes. Good times, good times.
And how is Gardenia talking to Bonnie with that stone?
Oh, that's right, it's enchanted.
I see.
Eddie purses her lips. She looks disapproving, like a schoolteacher. And what is she educating our new guest on? Capital cities? Or how to spot what mushrooms are safe for human consumption and which are poisonous?
Oh, well, you're such an innocent maiden. What do you mean by that? And what's with that creepy laugh, Neve? Isn't it obvious? Just look at Bonnie's face. She's being taught how to submit to her superiors, and it's about time to... Maybe this will knock some of the arrogance out of her. I'm starting to think you're into some serious messed up stuff, Neve. And I'm starting to think I'm the only person on this boat with any common sense.
Is this unethical?
Ellery, I like you, but you're too nice for your own good. What do you mean?
We can't worry about ethics right now. The fate of the world is at stake.
That might be true, but I think you're all having too much fun. You're a group of filthy sadists. You're all a group of filthy sadists.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I look back at Bonnie, my expression passive. Her face flashed and she started to rub her figs together. She bugs her lips, soft mouth spilling from her lips the whole while. And then just as soon as she started... Gardenia releases Bonnie from her spell. Bonnie's fingers relax and the gemstone falls to the floor. Just like that, the connection between the two women is severed. And just like that, Bonnie comes to an epiphany. She looks at me, her face burning, and says softly,
Alright, I believe you. Gardenia explained it all to me. It's all so bizarre I can hardly wrap my head around it, but The war will end when the goddess alone escapes from the underworld. All of us will be bathed in darkness and fire, and life as we know it will die. It's a lot to take in, but I understand now. I know what will happen. If we don't fight against the goddess, the end will befall us all.
Good. I picked the gems from the floor. Who knew it would be so useful, and put it back into my pocket. I'm glad to finally see it my way. Gardenia can be very persuasive.
That's putting it lightly.
Bonnie grasps like a fish out of water, her chest rising and falling with each exhalation.
That woman is way too much. I thought I was gonna die.
Well, you won't die. I won't let it happen. You need to guide me and my crew to the Crescent Island first, so we can find the Forbidden Library.
Crescent Island is that old wise tale.
That's right. I trust you know where it is.
I might have an inkling, yeah. I haven't to Crescent Island before. Or tried to, at least, back when I was younger and more impulsive. Everyone told me Crescent Island was a myth, and those who did believe in it said it was too dangerous for a younger like me to go, too. I was determined, for I always have been, and I didn't want to give up because of a few naysayers. I want to find that fabled forbidden library so I could learn where all the treasures of the world are held. I was sure if it did that, I'd make my fortune, I'd be rich. And oh my god, I can relate to that!
I assume things didn't go the way we wished.
Did they hell?
Bonnie spits on the ground, never winces and mumbles. Do we have to do that? Under her breath.
Crescent Island's hard enough to get to as it is. It's surrounded by sharp rocks and an eternally raging storm, and doesn't appear on my own maps. I had to barter and trade in all sorts of city bars across Asaph before I gleaned enough information to pinpoint its location. Finding the cursed island took me 4 years, but when I finally got there, what was waiting for me was...
What? What was waiting for you?
A kraken!
If Bonnie's arms weren't tied up, I'm sure she'd wave them out for emphasis.
This island is guarded by a huge, hulking sea monster. It lurks in the center of a whirlpool and comes out whenever any boats try to land on the Crescent Island. It's a giant beast that's been alive for hundreds of thousands of years, a pet of the gods. It's invincible, unbeatable. It took half my crew in its tentacles and pulled them into the raging whirlpool before I could blink. My wonder were decimated before my eyes. I had no choice but to run, while the risk losing everyone.
Didn't you try to fight that monstrous beast?
I couldn't. I knew it was possible. No cannon would be able to harm it, and no cutlass either. It's something a human can hope to defeat. Escape was the only option I had, but the damage had already been done. It killed those of my crew, and the blame was pinned squarely on my shoulders. My reputation in Asaph was ruined.
I suppose this explains why your old crew abandoned you to us so easily.
Aye, that's right. Nobody trusts me. Those girls only came with me because of their own greed. They were willing to stab me back at the moment's notice, and I can't blame them. The rest of those girls still hangs over me. It was 10 years ago. Wait, what? It was 10 years ago, but I can still hear their screams.
Bonnie shivers all of a sudden and her face looks very pale.
If you girls go to the island, you'll all be killed. Your world will be dashed to pieces and you'll die. No matter what Gardenia says, there's no way you can win. It's impossible!
It might be impossible for a normal person, but you are forgetting something. I'm the feared dark witch Viola, whose name is known all across Asaph. I possess magic that can rival even Gardenia's, and I would never let the Kraken stand in my way. What is a Kraken way, other than an overgrown octopus? I think it needs to be taught a lesson. Now, Bunny, you will guide us to a Crescent Island, and I will defeat the Kraken and will enter the Forbidden Library. I know I can do it. I can afford to falter here.
And what makes you so sure? Is it because you're the close one?
No, let's not be so cynical. I don't believe in my success because I'm the true one. I believe in my success because I am me. I've never failed anything I put my mind to in my past. I don't see why this should be any different.
You're mad!
Maybe I am, but that's why Gardenia entrusted the fate of the Asaph to me. I'm the only one who can defeat the evil goddess, and I won't let any obstacles get in my way.
You would call a beast like a Kraken mere trifle? You must be very brave or very stupid. You have no idea what the hell you're walking into, but part of me likes it. I like you. You're bold and fearless, just like when I was younger. There aren't many women out there like you, willing to put your neck on the line for a greater cause. Yes, this is good. This is very good. I feel like a young woman again.
I mean, I would say you are plenty young. What are you, like 22?
Alright then, I'll do it. If nobody else can, then I'll have to be your guide. Huh? You should change your tune. Why do you sound so enthused now? Why, it's simple, darkling mate. I know how you plan to fight against the Kraken. You're just young girls, all of you, but I'd sure as hell love to see how you do it. Go out there, Viola, and defeat the Kraken that got the best of me all those years ago. I'm going to go and get my revenge.
Maybe in the next episode. Alright, let's end it here and we shall continue tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.